I'm Tahira Joy, founder of TheCutLife. As the founder of TheCutLife, I'm responsible for all of the digital marketing and social media. We were founded in June of 2013, and we're now 5 years old, and we have over 1 million followers on Instagram, over 100,000 YouTube subscribers, and growing. And we host a ton of events, and everything is just about celebrating the short hair lifestyle and celebrating the hairstylists that create these short looks.
My name is Maya Table. I am the creative director of TheCutLife, and I'm also a producer and director. As TheCutLife's creative director, the biggest part was probably taking it from an Instagram page and just making sure that it was something that people say as a company, because sometimes people just don't know that we have a YouTube page, we have a Facebook page, we have these amazing brand decks when people want to work with us. So just taking it and just taking the vision of it and making it something that was tangible. So some of the things I do was I created the website, same with the YouTube page. So now we have 19 million views on our YouTube page. We also have an ambassador program, so people can't, because Tahira and I do not do hair, but that doesn't mean that we still can't put videos on our YouTube page. So creating an ambassador program, creating a program for our interns, and just every piece of content that we get, just taking it and making it visually pretty, because that's a part of branding as well. You can have something that's amazing, but if it doesn't catch anybody's eye, then they aren't going to click on it. So TheCutLife being a brand that is my best friend's brand, so which is my baby too, because everything she does is like a piece of me as well. So just being able to see the impact from just her first thought of it, and she always hates when I tell the story of it, but it's so cool. She started the Instagram page. A week later, she had 1,000 followers. 5 weeks later, she had 11,000 followers. So that showed immediately that there was a need for a short hair space. And it showed that she was right. Her intuition was correct.
So TheCutLife started because honestly, I was online and searching Instagram like most people do. And I saw so many sites that focused on natural hair or hair extensions, but nothing that celebrated short hair. And I'm someone, when I'm not rocking like faux locks or braids, I rock short hair all the time. And I didn't see any inspiration from myself when I want to change my own hair. Establishing TheCutLife completely changed a lot of things in my life, because before TheCutLife, a lot of people don't know that I was a publicist. And I had my own company, Branded PR, and worked with like Ludacris, Keisha Knight Pulliam, T.I., different people, and was heavily into like the music and entertainment world. And I loved what I did, but it can be stressful. It's a different lifestyle. And TheCutLife was really a hobby and an outlet from that. And then once it started building life of its own, I was like, well, I'm a girly girl and I love beauty. And it just made me transition completely into something else. And it was a transition that took me a year to really fully transition into, because it wasn't easy, because I'm like, you know what, I'm doing well in PR and I have these relationships. Do I really want to completely give up one industry for another? But since I have, it's been the best decision I've ever made, and I wouldn't change anything. So the name TheCutLife just came to mind. I created the page, had my friend Maya Table, who's my best friend and also my creative director, create a logo, and just got on Instagram. And the following just started to grow and grow. So from there, we had to get a website going. It actually treated like a business. We started partnering with every major hair care brand out there, whether it was to do campaigns or events, and it just took on a life of its own. So 5 years later, we're still here. My first time ever cutting my hair was a complete mess. I cut it because I was in college, and you know, we all experiment when we're in school. So I was like, let me get some blonde highlights. Didn't know how to take care of it. My hair got really, really damaged, and I ended up having to cut it off. And so I went to the salon to get a haircut, and at the time it was like that Halle Berry kind of like flip style that she had. One of those movies she was in. Looked fierce on her, horrible on me. I hated it, so I grew my hair back out long again. And then maybe a year or so went by, and Rihanna came out with the Good Girl Gone Bad era, and her hair just looked so dope. And I was like, you know what? I think I'm gonna cut my hair again, but let me pick a style that I think will really fit my face. So I took like inspiration from Rihanna and cut my hair, and just haven't looked back since. Cutting your hair definitely makes you feel free. For me, I felt hella sexy when I cut my hair. I was like, I have a new confidence, and I think it was something unexpected, because a lot of the women that I knew or friends that I had long hair or wore really long weave. And so to have short hair, it just kind of stands out in a crowd. And even to this day, there are more women cutting their hair, but it's still something that not everyone is confident about doing. So when you see someone with short hair and they rock it in that way, it just makes them stand out. To keep your natural beauty, I would say to work on the internal even more than the external, because there's a lot of times that we can get caught up, especially with social media. You're looking at a ton of beauty influencers that seem to have like the perfect makeup, perfect hair, perfect clothes, and that's just not real life for most people. And I think that you have to look at what makes you beautiful as a person. Is it your intelligence? Is it the way you treat people? Is it your passion in life and, you know, how you contribute back to the world? Like, those are the things that make you beautiful.
So I'm a producer on many video sets. One of the biggest ones was Janelle Monáe's Make Me Feel video. And so for that, it was really important that we represented women, and even from behind the scenes, having women of color work with us. And so I try really hard, whether it's behind the camera, in front of the camera, to make sure that we're evenly represented. So for me, it's extremely important in knowing that I'm somebody that has the opportunity to change the narrative for us, for people of color. I really try to do that every single set. One of the challenges that is just not a lot of us in spaces. So sometimes we think like, why aren't there a lot of women producers or a lot of grips or people of color? We just haven't maybe thought about taking those positions. So sometimes not even a lot of us. And then when there are a lot of us, then we just don't have the experience. And we don't have the experience because people won't give us opportunity. A piece of advice is do you, boo-boo. You know, do the things that make you happy. And you being happy, no matter what it is going to make everybody else happy. So do you.
I would define natural beauty as what makes you feel like your best self. And that can be different for everyone. Whether you have a face full of makeup or you're just sitting around at home with no makeup on, or just whatever makes you feel like your most confident and best self, I think that is natural beauty.
Natural beauty is really an inner peace thing, you know. Whatever it is that you love about yourself that makes you happy, no matter what the outside world says about you, that's beauty. That's natural beauty to me.
Everyone has their own uniqueness, and I think a lot of times we get caught up in what seems to be the standard of beauty.
The current standard, because it changes all the time.
Right, but there's so many ways to be beautiful and to just be confident. Even looking at like a Winnie Harlow who's walking in the Victoria's Secret show, you know, the fact that she's been able to build a platform, but I'm sure she's had some really hard days because she's not the norm when it comes to what people think of as beautiful. And I really respect that. And I think, yeah, just do you. You got to find something within you that makes you feel beautiful, whether it's something that you can do that a lot of people can't do, or just the way that you think about things, or your creativity. And I think that when you hone in on that, it just exudes on the outside. People want a fool with confidence.
They do.
You know?
Yep.
When you like this, you know, you like, yeah, you know. I might not be feeling it, but, you know, you gonna feel me. You gonna feel me. But I truly am thankful for my bestie and creative director, Maya Table.
So much
because you need friends in your life that push you to the next level, whether you want to hear it all the time or not.
I am thankful for friends that give you the opportunity to be you. You know, so with the CutLife, I really can do whatever I want to do, which is amazing as a creative person to have a brand that you can do that with, so people can immediately see my work too.
We are girls. Like, we love other women and love complimenting other women. So I don't think there's ever a time when we don't try to encourage each other. It's natural for us to just celebrate each other.
3 qualities that I'm most thankful for myself. I love that I have compassion for others. I love that I'm a little quiet because I get to observe other people more. And I love my sense of humor. I think that I'm funny. So, yeah.
3 character traits that I'm most thankful for within myself would have to be my ambition, because I go hard in everything that I do and I never give up on myself. I would say also my kindness, because I'm very conscious of how I treat other people. I live by treat people the way you would like to be treated. And also my humor. When I'm not working and being super serious, I tend to give a lot of laughs to people. And when you say the legacy that I want to leave behind for the CutLife, I feel like it's still being written. Even though we're 5 years old, there's still so much more that we can do and are going to do with the brand. But I will say that we definitely are identifying ourselves as the short hair authority. I think most people, at least in the online space and beauty space, feel that when they think about short hair, they think about the CutLife. It's synonymous. So I'm happy about that legacy, and just the fact that we're able to help promote hairstylists with their businesses, because they're entrepreneurs as well. So the fact that we feature them on the site, they're able to increase their clientele and, get more bookings and make more money for their families. So I think that's a great legacy to leave, just to be an entrepreneur that has a platform that's able to serve other entrepreneurs. With the holiday season coming up, it's important to just reflect on what you are thankful for. And it doesn't have to be major feats like, oh, I have a platform with 1 million followers. It could be simple things like having supportive parents, or having direction in what you want to do in life, being able to step out of yourself and give something to somebody else. I think that's the most important thing. And follow the CutLife. Happy Thanksgiving from the CutLife's Maya Table and Tahira Wright. And thank you to the Beauty Campaign for having us. We are truly, truly thankful for this opportunity.
Yeah.